Sebastian Vettel Martinez, MMAnytt, here in Krakow for UFC Poland with none other than top middleweight contender Gegard Mousasi. Gegard, you're continuing your run here in Poland, in Europe. We're in Poland now. Have you been here before? And what do you think of the MMA scene here? Because the fans are very passionate.
Well, it's the first time in Poland, but in Holland there's a lot of Polish fighters, and I know it's a pretty big MMA here. So it's nice to be here.
And have fans been recognizing you during you've been here?
No.
So you're not that popular yet.
Well, I know at least what from my brother said. Some people know me, at least among the MMA scene.
Well, I guess that's the most important at the end of the day. Now, last time we saw you, you fought in Stockholm at the biggest UFC card ever in Europe. Looking back, how obviously leading up to that fight, it was a big fight. You're facing Dan Henderson, a real legend. Looking back, how do you feel about being part of your, UFC European history?
Was just another fight actually, but I think the results were good, so I will have it in my memory. Yeah.
Now, looking at the results, the fight was a little bit controversial. Dan Henderson, he didn't agree with the stoppage. Have you had a chance to look back at the fight and analyze it?
Yeah, I don't think it was controversial because simply it was in the first minute. I got him down. He grabbed my leg and I landed another left hook that rocked him again, and then the referee came in. So I think it was just a matter of time, and even that, if that didn't stop the fight, his cut on his eye would have stopped the fight. So I don't see being a problem.
And it seems like you were very respectful also about you didn't want to cause him any harm. You didn't want to throw any more shots than were needed. And then later on, he was still kind of like he wanted to continue going. Was that a little bit disappointing that he didn't agree with the stoppage?
No, because you're in the moment. I don't know. Maybe later on you can see the fight and think differently. But at that moment, I think you're frustrated. So it's normal.
Now, looking ahead, what would you say is the next logical step for you in the division?
Well, I'm fighting Costas Philippou in 16 May, and I can look past him. So first him, and then one more fight this year. I think it's enough for this year. So
3 fights.
Yeah, 3 fights max.
Now, looking at Costas Philippou, I think some people were maybe a little bit surprised that you knock out Dan Henderson and then you fight a lower ranked fighter. How do you feel about Costa? Do you feel like he's a worthy opponent?
Well, definitely. I think he's a heavy-handed guy. He's good boxing, and he's dangerous. And so other than that, all the other fighters were booked. Let's say above me. I'm ranked 7, and everyone above me was booked. So that was the only fight that made sense.
And looking at his style against yours, like you said, he's a good boxer. Do you feel like you have a distinct advantage in terms of grappling and perhaps jiu-jitsu?
Yeah, definitely. I think I have advantage. I'm better everywhere, and I'm gonna show that in the fight.
And is there anything that he does that you perhaps don't want to get drawn into a boxing match, or is there anything that you feel that he does very well?
Well, he has good solid punches. He's heavy-handed, and it looks like he's a short, stocky guy. So you have to be careful for the punches, not to get into exchanges. But other than that, I feel I I have a better stand-up than him, especially with the kicks and the knees, kickboxing. I think I have the advantage stand-up.
Now, just to round off here. Like we said before, there's a lot of really passionate fans here, and there's a big card coming up. Cro Cop is returning to the UFC. What are your thoughts on that fight, Cro Cop Gonzaga 2?
Well, I think age is a big factor in, and some people have, they get older faster, especially not older faster, but because of the fighting. Being in so many fights is gonna wear on your body, and that's we gonna have to see and wait to see if Cro Cop isn't worn out. Yeah.
All right. Well, only time will tell. Gegard, thank you very much for your time.
Thank you.